मेरे वरिष्ठ अधिकारी है, मेरे बॉस जो थे परमवीर सिंह थे और उसके ऊपर के अधिकारी थे, उनका आदेश था उनको मोहन भागवत को उठा के लाओ, ऐसा था। और तब उस वक्त भगवा आतंकवाद का कंसेप्ट चल रहा था मीडिया के अंदर, और ये जो झूठे काम करने के लिए मेरे को बोला तो मैंने नहीं किया, उसकी मेरे को सज़ा मिली। झूठा काम नहीं करने से मेरे को अटक किया गया, जेल में डाला गया।
Okay, so that was Mehboob, who is a former ATS officer, and you have heard him on record saying that he was asked to implicate the top leadership of the RSS, and since he had no evidence to pick up those leaders, he was tortured, he had to go through professional harassment, and it is on record because he has even put it in the law court, though he was not summoned as a witness. Let us get a take from Viral on this. What do you have to say, Viral, to this? And going by these statements of Mr. Mehboob, do you think there may be other officers in the ATS, in Mumbai Police, otherwise, who may have had similar experiences? They were asked to move in a certain direction. Those who did not comply with it had to face a kind of, if I may say, punishment professionally and personally.
On this, I would say that, see, what Mr. Mehboob, he had stated that that is not the evidence before the court. So legally, I would never venture into something which was not before the court. I'll only restrict myself to what has transpired before the court in this particular matter, wherein certain officers. So I would just say that.
Okay, so let me come to the next point. I want to know, apart from the planting of the RDX, which we now know has been busted, the other point against Colonel Purohit was his association with Abhinav Bharat, that an organization was floated by him. He used it as a platform to radicalize people and to procure funding, to conduct violent incidents. Now we know that it has been proved to be false. What about those phone calls where meetings were said to have taken place and all this was planned? Is it not a fact that Colonel Purohit was constantly in touch with his seniors, the senior army top brass, while he was conducting any kind of interaction with social organizations, and it had nothing to do with the Malegaon blast?
In fact, there is no evidence that Abhinav Bharat, the association, had collected any funds. If you read the judgment, the Honorable Court had particularly stated that there is no corroboration of the facts, wherein it was alleged that a particular amount was accumulated for the purpose of conducting these terror activities. There is zero evidence, no corroboration, or nothing comes close to that amount also. And on top of that, regarding the organization itself, Abhinav Bharat has entirely failed, as in they couldn't even establish that there is an existence of this kind of any organization, and who conducted this terror act. The prosecution miserably failed to prove that there is any organization, and further this organization collected funds to conduct terror activities. They had miserably failed. The court has substantially had concluded on that aspect that there is no corroboration to any of it. And
Fine.
On top of that, as the UAPA doesn't stand off, all these things cannot be considered at all, as they had completely failed to take a legal sanction from the secretary.